Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm starting my walk at the church in Shoreham. Going to be heading in this direction. We're going to be taking a short walk over to United Kingdom's oldest airport in that direction. Those of you who have been with the channel for some time know that I love a yew tree. Just look how much this yew tree has dropped. It's a fascinating looking church, this one. Let me know if you'd like me to make another visit to this church and do a separate video on this ancient building. I've got a couple of lovely old pubs here. You can smell the wood burning in the air, and little known fact is that Shoreham by Sea I believe has the largest quantity of pubs in any town in England. So right here we've got across the River Ada, and very high tide today, literally bursting its banks, and already got sight of the airport there. Not particularly long walk, but got rain looming at any moment. So this is actually why I've chosen to make this video on this day. I only really get sort of 1 or 2 days a week to make these videos, and if the weather's rubbish, I'm along for the ride. So this is a bit of an experiment for me as well, because one of the channel viewers has donated me a bit of camera equipment, a GoPro 10, and thought I'd test it out. So what I need to test out is, 1, is there too much wind noise? 2, can you hear me clearly? 3, is the stabilisation any good? And also, because the GoPro is waterproof, if it rains we should be okay, should not get the equipment wet. So thank you very much to Lewis for donating this piece of equipment. Good use will be made of it going forward on the channel. So just a little note, I parked just over there across the bridge for free, and here you do get 4 hours of free parking in these bays here. So I wanted to see the church and to do the river crossing, but if you wanted to shorten this walk down, you could park here. Just taking our walk past the Ricardo's building, and for those of you that like sports cars, this is where the engines for the McLarens are designed and engineered, and I believe manufactured here as well. So there's constant reminders when you're in Shoreham Airport that this not only is the UK's earliest airport, but it is also used for war in both the Second and the First World War. So we've got a couple of bunkers here. I think we're probably okay to explore them. I'll come with boots and trousers on today. Quite a large opening here. Yeah, pretty strong concrete. Yeah, tough time getting shells through this. And another one over there if we can get to it. So this will be a good test for how resilient this GoPro is in the wind. Quite a wind coming down the River Ada, and it does look like that one's open, so we'll see if we can explore that one as well. Wow, unfortunately this one has been fenced off, so other than poking the camera through the openings, which you can't see much other than litter. Who puts their dog poo in a pillbox absolutely disgusting. These guys have got the right idea, haven't they? Hiding down there out of the wind, and see that little stream there will connect to the much bigger River Ada. As we can see here, there's been quite a significant amount of investment into this site. I'm not sure what these hangars are going to be used for. One seems to be speculative. Looks like there's space for sale there. Very nice buildings, albeit hangars possibly. New road. I don't know whether this is because we're near to Brighton over in that direction, and it's people looking for business space a little bit more reasonable than actual Brighton town itself, or whether it's people that want to use the airport. Because of all the flat land around here, it's quite popular to build on this flat land. Very easy, not much levelling, a little bit of water management as we see down there, but yeah, a lot of building going on. We've got the floodgates for this system here. Quite a significant piece of engineering. Here you can see large amounts of investment into new buildings going in Shoreham, and as we can see here, just coming into the airport, hangar bays open. Being a Sunday, I would have thought we might even see some planes take off. Right, so here we see the northern side of the airport terminal. And this airport has been here since 1910. As I start the video out, this is the oldest airport in the UK, and that's quite amazing because 1910 is when this airport was set up, but the Wright brothers didn't start flying until 1903. So this airport was set up 7 years after we actually achieved flight, and so yeah, it's amazing that it's been here so long. But this airport was set up by a local man, Harold Pifford, who lived in Lancing College, that amazing structure just poking out the side of the buildings, and he basically built himself an aeroplane. So again, amazing to see that the Wright brothers carried out that first flight, and without the advent of the internet or TV or any way of people seeing how that was done, yeah, he built his own homemade plane and took it off, and others followed. So it was a kind of a hobbyist thing, this airport, being that it's on flat level ground because of the Ada. Yeah, they built up lots of little huts around the airport. So in the olden days, where the new housing is around that area, there were little basically sheds that were sprung up on this airfield, and it wasn't until I think the 1930s that this amazing Art Deco terminal was built. Not just planes that are flying here, but we've got a hawk hovering about the above the ground, obviously looking for a mouse. Well, I don't think you'd want to be stationed in that building. I'm guessing the Ada's always flooded this much, but I guess they must have designed it so if it floods you can just evacuate. Another one just down there. So, got another pillbox there. Looks like they put in a purpose-built walkway down to it. So I'm hoping they've left it open so we can have a look how our ancestors would have spent their days, but I'm going to guess it's been locked up, unfortunately. Yep. There we go, World War II pillbox. Yeah, sad. Yeah, looked over here as well, so almost looks like this would have been a place for a sort of a bigger gun emplacement, and then you've got light arms there. But I guess number one key, you could have sneak attacks by the Germans up along the Ada. So yeah, good that they have these defences, and they built them so well that they're still standing today. So if you're into planes, you may well also be into cars, and just over from the airport we've got the Ada racetrack for radio control cars. Looks like we've got some guys setting up over there. I was just about to walk past it, past the bridge, and then I heard the dulcet tones of small combustion engines revving up. Guys, let me know what these are. Looks to me like these are motorbike lifts, but there are literally, I don't know, hundreds of them here, so I'm not sure whether this is a motorcyclist haven. So Shoreham Airport has recently been rebranded. It is now Brighton City Airport. So right here we've got the memorial to a B-26 Martin Marauder bomber, which came down in the English Channel June 1944, and this is the propeller they recovered from the crashed aircraft. Locals will also remember the hurricane that crashed at the air show, Shoreham Air Show, as it used to be. No longer a Shoreham Air Show as a result of these accidents. So as you might expect for an airport, parking is pretty expensive if you want to park here. One of the reasons that I parked over by the church in Shoreham. So the cafe is named the Hummingbird after the first plane that Harold Pifford built and started the whole Shoreham Airport. So the airport is the oldest recorded airfield in the UK, but it's also the oldest commercial airport in the world, and this is a result of the first commercial flight on the 4th of July 1911. During World War I it was used by the Royal Flying Corps. In 1936 the building that we see today, the terminal and control tower, was built in this Art Deco style. The first flying school was opened in 1913. At the start of World War II, Westland Lysanders were flying out of here, and then this was followed on by Bristol Beaufighters, Hawker Hurricanes, and eventually Supermarine Spitfires. After World War II, the Shoreham Air Show used to take place here. Unfortunately, this ended after 25 years after a Hawker Hunter jet carrying out display at the air show crashed onto the A27, fatally killing 11 people. Now this airfield is used mainly for privately owned aircraft and for pilot training. There is also helicopter maintenance carried out here. I believe they are starting to make flights to the Channel Islands from here. In 2015 and 2017, this was also the location for the Wildlife Music Festival. So albeit this is quite a small airport, it is a working airport. So we've got fire and rescue, and I guess that's the tanker for refueling the planes. Not much going on today, just a couple of helicopters. Looks like they're just getting ready to take off. You can get sightseeing flights from this airport. So I have gone for a Sussex favourite, chips. You can't be by the sea and not eat chips. It's a little snack for me. I'm going to miss the fish off of this visit. I have to say the staff in there are absolutely excellent. All of them are extremely polite. It's a Sunday I'm filming this on, and pro tip is that there would have been a big rush for people coming here for breakfast, but this is 3:30 now, shuts at 5, and I'm the only person here, so I've got the place to myself. So just a word of caution, I got up to film the helicopter taking off, and didn't think too much of it, but the hostess and chef came rushing out because the seagull was eating my chips and drinking my latte. Really good of them, offered to cook me some more chips and another latte. So I hope you've enjoyed this short visit to UK's oldest airport and the world's oldest commercial airport. If you could hit the like and subscribe button, it will help me to share my content across YouTube with other people, and I hope you have enjoyed this, and thank you very much for watching.